everybody, KJ Wiggums back with another episode on Bucks County, and we are in day 9 of late summer. This is the last day of summer before we get to autumn, which means we are coming up on our harvest season, and we are got a lot of work to start getting ready for that. So one of the things that I had started to do is I brought the 4020 down here, and I brought the Marston trailer in, and I started unloading a lot of these potatoes, or well, loading these potatoes into the trailer and just getting them out of here. As of right now, we have one full trailer, but the problem is I have still nowhere to store them. So if you remember, I think it was about a video or two ago, we had talked about possibly putting them in the back of the big bay shed back here that we would put next to the silage clamp. I think that's still going to be what I do for the time being. I really don't have anywhere else to put them for right now. So it just seems like it's the best place to put them to where they're going to be out of the way. Um, I mean, other than that, I really don't know. I have a couple things installed that we could use, but really at the end of the day, it's just going to make a big old heaping pile, and we really don't need that. So I feel like if we come up here and get some of this stuff moved around, clear a lot of this stuff from the far back here, um, kind of just the rake, the mower, the trailer, the tedder, and the weeder there. If we can move all this stuff out, find somewhere else to put it, I think this will be a pretty good spot that we'll be able to put the potatoes for this year at least, until we get something figured out. So what I want to do is I'm going to jump off, I'm going to move this stuff around, see what I can come up with, and then we are going to start getting this prepared. Alright, so I got everything down there moved. I definitely think we're going to have to get ourselves another shed. The mower, the rake, that stuff's a little bit too long to be towards the front of the shop. So it's kind of blocking part of the area. It'll do for right now until I decide where I want to put another shed or how I'm going to do it, where I want to move some stuff around. We still got things like the cultivator there. It sits outside. I just moved the other trailer outside as well. I figured that wouldn't be too big of a deal. It doesn't really have to be in a shed, but if we're going to start storing potatoes in here, I don't know. I think we can get away with it this year, and we'll have to see once we get this harvest done, start looking at getting a washer and the sorter and everything for the potatoes, and we'll see where we're at with all that. This will do for now, just for the time being, until we figure out exactly. Let's go ahead. Until we figure out exactly how we want to do this. I'm not really sure how big these piles are going to be as they come up after I'm dumping them out of the trailer, because we do have 14,000 liters in here. So we'll have to see, and I'm still not exactly sure how many potatoes we're going to get off the field either. So, this may only be a split second thing, that this isn't where they're going to stay. Why won't you empty? Hmm. Where is... Oh, it just takes a second for the trailer to go up. Okay. I was going to say, it's not doing anything. Back that up just a little bit. Bring it back forward. Now hitting that rafter. And there we go. Alright, so we got that all taken care of. Now we're going to go get one more load. We'll bring that back down here as well. I don't know. I don't think there's going to be enough room to store the harvest potatoes as well. I just have a feeling that we're going to be getting a lot more than, well, we're going to probably take down about 20,000 liters is what's going to be there now. So we'll have to see. It's going to be a lot of potatoes. So let me go ahead, let me get the rest of these potatoes in the trailer, and then we'll go dump them. Alrighty, coming up with the last 8,000 liters of potatoes. So we're sitting at, what is that? It's 22,000 liters of potatoes we have in here now. That's really not that bad to start off, and that's just what we did in our greenhouse over the winter time. Now, I don't know if we're going to be keeping that greenhouse throughout the rest of this time just because of doing all the work. It's a lot to keep up on. I know maybe wintertime I'll keep doing like I did and just run through the days and just move the potatoes around as needed, but it's a lot of work getting the greenhouse going, and I have a lot of stuff going on with farm work now, so I'm not sure how we're going to continue to do the greenhouse in the future, but it'll definitely be something that we possibly keep working on, because it is, like I said, it's given us 22,000 liters of potatoes just for this, and that is going to help the overall selling once we get them washed and everything like that. So that is the rest of them there unloaded, and I'd say overall let's squeeze through here. That's not a bad pile. Yeah, we kept it all within the bounds of the building and everything too, so I might still have to move that weeder, and we'll have to stretch it all the way across here, but so far I think that's working out pretty well to store them for this year. Whether or not we keep this going into next year just all depends on how much money we bring in off of the potatoes and stuff like that. Sitting at the 20,000, we still have some stuff that we have to buy. We have to get the washer, we have to get the sorter, and get that stuff going as well. But what I have to do now is I got to get ready to start cutting that grass. I think it's going to be the last cut I get this year. Maybe get one more cut in late autumn depending on how everything goes. But I'm not 100% sure about that. So right now I'm just going to park this trailer up right here. That should be out of the way, yeah. And then we are going to whip back around. We're going to go hook up to the mower and start getting that cut. So what I think I'm going to do for the mowing part, is I'm going to kick this off into a time lapse just to get this field knocked out and out of the way. And then we're going to have to hook everything up, and we're going to pick it up. We're going to put it into the silage clamp. I'm going to use this cut. We'll move it in here. I think that horse trailer will be fine for right now because we'll go all the way to the back. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. So let us back up. We'll hook up to the mower. We'll get this started. Unfold that. There we go. Get turned around here. Fire you up. Oh, lower you down. And then let's kick this off into good old-fashioned time-lapse mode. Alrighty, coming up on 7:30 in the evening, and we now have this whole grass field completely cut. I'm going to have to go ahead and get it windrowed up as well. I think I'm just going to do that part off camera, and then tomorrow we will go ahead and get everything all picked up and put into the silage clamp. I'll probably work pretty... I don't think it'll take super long to get that completely done. Get that back on. There we go. Lower it down. Take that off. Drop that off. There we go. I don't think it'll take super long with the rake getting this all windrowed up. But I'll get that taken care of. And then I think what I will do is we will take care of all of this, and then I will see you guys in the morning. I think is going to be the best option for that. Let's get that opened up. Get that lowered down. And let's start getting this all windrowed up. So I'll get this taken care of, and then, yeah, nice and early in the morning on the first day of autumn, we will start getting this picked up. I'm not sure if everything's going to be ready to harvest, if the oats will be ready by then. I know we're going to be pushing it on time for that, so I want to make sure if we do have to start doing the oats tomorrow that we have enough time with getting this stuff picked up before it all rots away as well. So let me get this taken care of, and then I will catch you guys in the morning. Alrighty, so we are back and we have everything hooked up here. We're going to go ahead and get this unfolded. Get it fired up and turned on. There we go. And then we should, yep, we are picking up. Perfect. So we're going to go around, we're going to collect. Now, it all says, hey, and like I said, I believe I can put all of this into the silage bunker and it still get turned into chaff. I did not test it out, but I really am hoping that we can do that, because if not, I'm going to have to take this all down and sell it at one of the sell points. I'm not sure which one will have the best price for hay, but I'm really thinking that we can. So hopefully we can do that. I don't think this field will take all that long to pick up. As you can see, we're only sitting at 25% already. Probably get, I would say, at least half of this headland in, and once we get that done, everything else is pretty small and should get picked up pretty quickly. So I think this will all go by pretty quickly. At the time of recording this part, it's been a couple days since I've recorded the other clips I recorded about a week ago. And I noticed, I was on the Mod Hub today, and I was looking around, and I saw that Ballincraig expansion, or extended, just released a few days ago. Oh, man, I'll tell you what, I had so much fun playing on that map. It is ridiculous. I really enjoyed how small that map was, and the recreation of it and what they've done with it, it looks phenomenal. I love the fact that they expanded on the farm land itself, and not so much the farm. Everything still looks pretty much the same. I mean, there are some changes to the main farm, taking out some of the buildings and stuff like that, but it is still a tight, compact yard, which I absolutely loved about Ballincraig. And actually, November 19th, 2018, that was the last episode I recorded on Balin Craig. It was my final episode, and went around and bought a bunch of farmland and stuff like that. It was the day before FS 19 dropped. Um, yeah, man, that brought back so many memories. That's crazy. Let me know if any of you guys played the original from 17. Well, I don't know if that was the original. That's when I first played Balin Craig, was on 17. So, did you guys play it on that? Was it out on 15? And if so, did you play it? Are any of you playing the new version of it now? Let's turn you off. Let's bring you in. Yeah, I'm curious to know if there is anybody playing it right now. Like I said, I had a jump on there, a little play around. Had a lot of fun, just reminiscing. Not saying I'm doing a series or anything on there, or going to be doing anything on there. It might be something I just do in my free time, just to have a little bit of fun on there, because I really did enjoy that map, and I could see playing it again, trying to get some of the old equipment back and stuff like that. So that should be. Now there should be a way to. There we go. Lock that trailer into place so it no longer becomes the swivel hitch or the swivel axle. Let's get this up here and let's see if this will accept hay. Actually, you know what? Probably be better to just jump out. And back all the way in there. It's not giving me the unload trigger, so I don't know if it will accept it. Yes, it does. Awesome. Oh, that makes me happy. So, yeah, that means we're going to get all of this picked up. We're going to get this into our bunker. And then we're going to have some changes for next year coming up. When it comes to the grass, we're not going to need as much grass. We're not going to get as much silage out of the grass as I think we would if we turn this into a cornfield. So I think next season we are going to turn this field over and turn it into a cornfield, and then we'll come through and harvest all the corn and turn it into chaff. I think that'll be our best move for doing silage. And if we go the route of doing cows, then that should work out perfectly silage-wise. And if we don't, oh, hold on, I gotta get back on the right thing. Spread that back out. Fire it back up. Lower it back down. And if we don't, then we have a cornfield for pigs that we could do here as well. I know that was another option that we talked about, possibly doing the pigs too. So, and I think it's been since Lipinki that I've done pigs, so it has been quite a while since I've done pigs. I do cows quite a bit. The Valley of the Old Farm was one of my big cow farms. Balin Craig, of course, had cows on there. I did pigs on the Hills of Slovenia. One of the maps by White Bull Modding. I did a full-blown roleplay on that map. And I did a little pig farm on there as well. So I don't know. I'm still trying to think of what I want to do here. I know Graham was telling me either one would be good. He likes to go for the cows. The pigs do take a lot more work, but the other thing that we get is with doing washing the potatoes and stuff like that, we will get pig food off of that. Now I know once you start getting into higher numbers of pigs and stuff like that, it's not really going to matter as much. That pig food won't even come close to being able to top off our pigs and take care of them. So I don't know. I think that's going to be something that will definitely be down the road a little ways still. Um, we don't have the potato washer yet. We don't have a place to store the potatoes besides the shed, the maintenance shed up here. So we still got some work to do there before we start looking at getting into any more animals besides the horses. And I think with having that clover field, having this big grass field is just unnecessary right now. So it is going to be a wise choice to just eliminate this grass field, continue to work that clover field, and possibly bring that clover field down here and move the wheat, or I'm sorry, the oats and possibly some potatoes out that way and help free up that area, and kind of just rotate the crop a little bit to help with the soil and everything also. So there's plans in the works. We'll just have to see exactly what happens. Alrighty, coming up to our last three windrows, and we're sitting at 47%. I should be able to get the rest of this stuff in here. We're coming up on 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and it looks like this is probably going to be the last bit of work we get done today as well. It doesn't look like we're going to be getting anything else accomplished today, which is fine. It's not the end of the world. This time of year, we're just waiting for everything to settle into harvest season, and that is when everything will take off. We have a lot of work to do once that stuff does kick in. Which I'm thinking in the next day or two is when that will happen. Hopefully, we'll be able to get the oats off and then start working on the potatoes. I am torn between replacing the harvester this year or just trying to get away with using that little harvester again. So far, we've only used it for one season, so I really don't want to get rid of it quite yet. It still does fit the farm quite well. We are not a huge operation when it comes to doing any type of cereal crop. So spending all of that money on a bigger harvester, although would save us some time, really doesn't make a whole lot of sense for us here on the farm, in my opinion. We're not going to be doing a whole bunch of cereal crops unless we move into doing pigs. Uh, and that's, in fairness, it's like a year or two down the road. So I really think that I think it'd be a waste of money to jump into buying a bigger harvester when really we could take the day or two to harvest any of our oats that we do get. And I I don't know. It's one that I'm torn on because saving the time, being able to get it done within a day, compared to taking the 2 days, but I also really like that little harvester. Bex Modding put a lot of time into it, and I'm very grateful for all of that. So I think we're going to end up keeping it again for this season and probably next season as well. And then we will see where we're at from there. So let's shut that off, fold this up, bring the pipe in. Perfect. And we will pull this up here. We'll disconnect the trailer. We'll go grab the 4020 and we'll back in as we have been. It just seems to be, it moved, to me, it moved a lot quicker leaving the pickup on the 4840 and just, moving the trailer back and forth. It worked a lot better, I think, in my opinion. Let's shut that off. Let's go grab the 4020. There we go. I missed a few spots here and there, but nothing too big. That's alright. Back up to that. There we go. Hook that up. Should be able to get around that. There we go. Let's back that in there. And once we get this unloaded, we will see how much silage, well, how much chaff we have in here right now. This will probably end up sitting in here until probably next year, to be honest with you. I don't have any intentions on covering this up and selling it off. I think I'll wait another year and, add to the pile and just see how full we can actually get it. There we go. Let's see how much we have in here. We have 73,571. So really what we're looking at with our bales plus this is what we sold off at the beginning of this year, which was 3 years worth of work and a couple contracts. We're sitting at about that much now. Let's go in here and see. Where's it at? What is silage prices going for? So, okay, so silage is low right now, sitting at 148 per thousand. So you figure we have at least 120,000 liters. And at the lowest right now, we're looking at 17 grand on that. But we sold last year, we sold it at like $350 maybe. So we're probably looking at another 50 grand off of this, and that's if we have as much as I'm thinking. Which isn't bad. 55 grand for 1 year's work. And I really think come next year when this is all corn, I think we'll get even more than that. And we probably, with looking at it, we might even get one more cut out of this field as well. And if that's the case, you figure we're adding another 73,000 liters to that on top of our bale. So, yeah, we're definitely going to do pretty good silage-wise when it comes time to sell that, which is, what is the best time to sell silage? The market. I didn't even know you could sell. Oh, you can't sell chaff. Okay, so silage. Oh yeah, you can see right here is a really, really low. So 314 is about the highest that it'll go in the wintertime. So yeah, we're looking at making a pretty decent profit off of what we have right now. I'm gonna have to look. Actually, let me bring up the shop menu on my iPad. Let's look at trailers. I want to look at, because with the loose silage now, we're going to need a trailer. And I believe I put in, yeah, right here, the Travis Classic End Dump, which does take silage, and it's only $35,000. But if we get that used, it's 23. We have $23,692. We are just about $200,000 shy. Actually, just about $108 short of being able to purchase this, and it holds 49,000 liters. I might go into the XML and up that to an even 50,000 liters. I think that would be pretty good for us to haul on that, and keep the price there used. So yeah, that is looking to be our next big purchase, and probably our last thing of the year, because the potato washer and everything for this, we're looking at 20,000, almost $21,000 for those two things. So we might have to wait until we get some potatoes sold before we buy that, because I really think buying the washer and the sorter are going to be the first things we need to buy. Oh, horses were a little low on water. Yeah, definitely going to need to buy those first to keep everything moving. So maybe sell off some of these bales to help fund some money. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But for now, I think that's going to do it. I think our next episode should finally be getting up here and starting to get these oats harvested, and probably get the straw baled up and put away as well. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you made it this far, hit that like button. Leave a comment down below if you don't mind. I enjoy talking to you guys. And then I will catch you guys in the next episode. As always, happy farming.